This small little lock here, the Abloy 320, it was brutal. For such a small package, I was surprised at how difficult it was. And there we got it. Let me show you how I got through it. Hello, and welcome back to LockLab 101. What we're going to do today is we're going to look at some Abloys. I have an Abloy 320, Abloy 330, Abloy 340, actually a couple Abloy 320s. But specifically, we're going to pick this lock here. I don't have a key for it. I have been working on it a little bit. It is a brutal lock. Let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to use this kit here. It's a disc detainer profile kit. This is the profile, the Abloy profile. So this here is going to apply the tension on disc number 9, and this here is the actual pick. Okay, so the blue handle applies tension, and then the red handle actually does the picking. These are two setup keys. So this kit here is for the Abloy profile. Here's a setup key, and all that does is it advances all the discs in a clockwise rotation. Ready, and here's another advancement key, and here's another profile tension rod. And then this here, what this does is you can put this on here like this. You're going to apply tension on disc number 1 if you need to. And then we have an Allen wrench where you can adjust this pick. Okay, let's get this lock in a vise. I'm going to tension off of disc 9. So the first thing I need to do is I need to advance all of the discs. All the discs are advanced. I'll pull this out. Okay. Okay, I'm on the outside of disc 9 right now. I'm just trying to find I need to get inside the lock yet. Okay, there we go. Okay, here's disc 1. Okay, okay, here's this one here. Nothing on 1. Trying to find disc number 2 here. I'm on the right side of it, looking for the opening. Because that pick is semi-spherical, sometimes you need to move it. Okay, there we go. You need to move it around to find it. Okay. Okay, there was a slight change in pressure on that. I'm going to go with that. I may have to come back. So we're out of 3 now, going to 4. No, actually, we're going to 5. Okay, looking for the opening in those discs. It's hard to go from disc to, okay, there we go. Nothing. Let's go to disc number 6. Nothing. Bring it back. Nothing. Let's go to 7. Pretty grady on that. I'm going to stick right there. Come back. We're going to disc number 8. Okay, I went past it. I'm on it now. I don't know if you heard that, but I think we're good there. Come down to disc 9. Okay, that was 8. Oh no, that was 8. 7. So it'll look good on there. 6. Good on 6 still. 5. 4. Looking pretty good right there. And there we got it. Okay. All right. So that was pretty good. This is what I got from it. This was my progression. Okay, so we have disk 1 through 9 here. Okay, and then up here we have each one of these numbers in the square box represents the stadia line. So number 1 was on number 3. Number 2 was on number 4, and so on and forth. I've obviously been working on this for a while. Nobody just sits down to a 320 and opens it in 2 minutes. That's not what this lock is about. Okay, so I've been trying to decode this for a little bit. So how I do it, I'll draw each disc out, I'll number the discs, and then I'll find the discs with the pick. And then as I pick it, what I'll do is, this is a 1 cut and this is a 9 cut down here. As I'm picking this and I feel something, I'll stop and then I'll put a dot in approximation of where I think it is. Okay, so my first dot, I thought it was here. So on disc number 2, first I thought it was here, then I thought it was here. The final ones, I just used a highlighter and highlighted where they were. Okay, and as I'm doing this, I write down where they fall on the stadia line for the cuts 1 through 9. Disc 1 ended up being no movement, so it's a 1. Disc 2 ended up being a 3. So the final decode was 1 3 1 1 9 3 1 1. This is the final decode of this lock. There's 8 numbers in here because the first one here, like this right here, is a spinner and it doesn't have a cut on it. So it doesn't have a, yeah, that's why it doesn't have a number, because it can be anywhere. Okay, well, I hope you learned something and enjoyed this. If you did, go ahead and leave a comment of what you'd like to see next. Consider watching my other videos, like and subscribe, and as always, thank you very much.